it's Aja. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be telling you guys about how travel, contrary to popular belief, does not make you a better person automatically. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, you wouldn't know this, but I make videos that are intended to help people who are looking to pivot or change, do something different in life. And sometimes that something different is travel. So I'm not making this video to discourage you from traveling. Quite the contrary. I'm making this video to encourage you to travel, but with the right mindset. So I'm sure you guys have seen different TED Talks online, different videos, awesome things like explaining and showing people traveling, experiencing life in different countries, and bam, it changes their whole worldview. I am a different person. I am reborn. That can be you, but it can also not be you. So I'm going to explain today how travel does not automatically improve you as a person, doesn't automatically make you a better person, and if you want to grow, you have to travel in a certain way. So one of the things that you need to consider before you travel to another country, experience a different culture, is why are you going there? So if you're inspired mostly by Instagram, for example, you see that if I go to Bali, I can live this extravagant lifestyle, this luxurious lifestyle on a low amount of cost of living, then that's cool. But that is not travel that's going to make you a better person. When you take advantage of luxuries in other countries, you have to understand that the people who live in those countries don't have access to those same luxuries. So you're going abroad, you're taking advantage of all the best that a country has to offer, the fancy resorts, the expensive, luxurious food, all of that stuff. The people who actually live there can't have any of that stuff, right? So you're not experiencing that country's culture. You're not experiencing that country for what it really is. You're experiencing luxury, which is fun, like awesome. We all like to feel like, ooh, I earned this. Look at this great, awesome experience that I'm having with my money. That's good. That's allowed. You can do that. But don't expect to grow as a person from that, right? That's like me going to a dealership, deciding I'm going to buy an expensive Porsche. I don't even know what kind of car that is. I'm sorry, I'm not a car person, but I heard those are expensive. Okay, so that's me going to buy a Porsche, and then as I drive my Porsche around the hood, I'm going to be like, I'm a better person. No. Good for you, you can afford a Porsche. That's awesome. But it's not going to improve your own type of person that you are on the inside, and it's not going to improve the lives of the people who live there either. If you want to travel with the mindset of broadening your horizons, getting to know the people, the culture, experiencing what a country actually has to offer, and also giving back, then you want to travel a little bit more like the people who actually live somewhere. So instead of staying at the 5-star resort, you want to stay in some smaller business type Airbnb situation, or something that where your money that you're spending is actually going to the people who live there, right? And then don't maybe only exclusively eat at those top 1%er restaurants. Maybe you want to eat at a food stall, like where the normal day-to-day people of this country are making some profit too. Yeah? Just an idea, just putting that out there. You would also get to vibe with those people, get to know how those people live, how they eat, what kind of culture they have around food or around their living environment. All of those things you actually get to know. Basically, you want to put yourself in a position to really have that exposure to the actual people of a country and the actual culture. If you're staying at the top 5-star hotels, classy, fancy, expensive places, You're just not getting to know the country. And that's not gonna make you a better person. You have to exit your own comfort zone. Part of what makes traveling to a new country exciting is that newness. But some people still manage to stay in their own box while going to another country. For example, if I came to Korea for the first time, it is fully possible and plausible that I could live my entire experience in Korea and only ever eat the foods that I already ate back in America. I could only limit myself to Korean barbecue, bibimbap, okay, kimbap, kimchi jjigae, and nothing else, and not get to know what the country has to offer that I didn't experience before getting here. Or I could limit myself to just eating other Western foods that I knew before coming to Korea. That is a possibility that is limiting the experience that I would have in this country. I know that you'll notice that a lot of my analogies have to do with food. I travel for food. People travel for different reasons. I travel for food. And if you didn't know, food is a major part of culture. If you get to know the background of some foods, you would actually be really inspired. For example, you might find out that there's a food in Korea called budae-jjigae. It's also known as army soup. And basically, it is a spicy soup that sometimes it has ramen noodles in it. It has like hot dog pieces in it. It has random like spam and like vegetables and like kind of random seeming foods, but it's seasoned really well and it tastes really good. It's filling and it's cheap. And the history behind that food is that back when Korea was still a developing country, they used to be starving. A lot of people were starving, and they had to create cuisine with whatever was available. So, literally, the throwaway scraps from the American military, like spam and hot dog pieces and ramen noodles, that's what they used, and they created budae-jjigae, this army soup. That's why it's called army soup. And you know what? It's actually delicious. Okay, they don't make it with throwaway scraps anymore. They literally source out these ingredients and make it because they want it now, not because they have to create something that is edible with little resources. But that's just one of the interesting things that you can find out about a history of a country, about its background, if you just want to take that time and make an effort and step outside of your comfort zone. So I really, really want to encourage you to do that when traveling. You also want to try and meet people. So not just the natives of that country, but even other travelers can introduce you to things that you never would have expected. My first time outside of America was Korea. Funny enough, I came here as a student on a study abroad program, and at that time I met so many other students from other countries. I met Chinese people, German people, Swedish. There's countries that I don't even remember where I met people from, but all for different reasons came to Korea to learn Korean because mine was a language program. And getting to know those things about different people was a unique and special experience for me. And I really value it. And yes, I do think it made me a better person. And you can only become a better person through travel if you allow yourself to. You gotta open up. You gotta open up to experiencing other people's stories, hearing other people's stories, and valuing what they have to say. I could have very easily just stuck to talking to other American people, or I could have very easily just stuck to talking to other English speaker backgrounds. But we made that effort to all communicate in Korean, and through Korean, I was able to meet with people who don't speak English and learn their stories and grow, and it was amazing. It was a beautiful experience. I recommend it to you all, but you can't have that if you're scared to talk to new people. Or rather, I want to say it's okay to be scared, but do it anyway. So those are just a couple of points that I wanted to hit in today's video. There are a lot more aspects to travel that can help you become a better person. But at the end of the day, you have to do it for the right reasons, and you have to do it in the right mindset. You're not going to become automatically better just because you left the US. That's not how it works. So, put your best foot forward, everybody, and let's do it, or something like that. I don't know how to end this video, but I love you. If you made it to this point in the video, you like me too. So you should subscribe, and you should consider watching another video. And I'll see you next time, so bye. Woman, let me be a woman. Woman, woman, woman. I can be a woman. Woman, woman, woman. Let me be a woman. Woman, woman, woman. I can be a woman. Woman, woman, woman. This is like gotta be the easiest lyrics ever, and I still somehow forgot the words. But anyways, pick a video and watch it, please.